Yeah, it was 31st of October when I showed you this garden. I was doing irrigation. I do think that you remember that time. It was 31st. That means it's now 2 months and 1 week that I'm again giving you the same video of the same project. You remember I told you I was challenged some time back when I visited one of the countries, and the country was really rich in terms of dollars or monies, but it was very poor in terms of climate and the weather. This is what they call the sugar graze. I remember I posted a video when I was planting this. I gave you a video, the garden was too open, I had opened it and I was doing irrigation. For your information, where I am now, in my district, in my area, we have never received rain from October. No, actually not even October alone. I think we got some rains in September there. But October, November, December, and now we've never received any rain. But the advantage is that I'm on the River Nile, and many of you people have the lower part of your lands has water. This is to help you understand how to utilize the nature of our country. Remember, that is what we call the Pearl of Africa. So, I had water. I decided to do irrigation. I showed you how I was doing irrigation, and I'm going to show you again how I'm doing it. So this sugar graze is now 2 months and 1 week. I'm now cutting it, ready to make silage. I told you, sugar graze is very rich in many things. Let me tell you one thing. The spent grain, the so-called bikanja in our language, it is out of the sorghum after putting out a certain amount of, I think, nutrient to make the beers. We buy the leftover called the spent grain, or what we call the bikanja in Uganda. That same thing is the one that I planted. So this grass can do the beers, can do everything. What we have done, I decided to plant it, a variety called the sugar graze, and now I'm using it to make my feeds. That means the nutrient, the protein, the carbohydrate that you're looking at, after removing the beers, I'm going to have it all. So I'm now cutting it. It is now 2 months and 1 week. So I have again showed you how to harvest it, and I'm going to make silage out of it. The intention of doing this, I promised you that I'm going to start doing feedlot for the goats. You see how I fatten the goats to make dollars. In that case, I was just trying to explain to you that if you do goat farming, it does not only look at the breed that you're going to sell for breeding, but the top qualities are sold for breeding. The lower qualities are sold for slaughter. But why do you sell it for slaughter when it has not put on a very good weight? This is what I'm trying to do. So I'm fattening. I'm going to start fattening after getting the sugar graze. I'm going to fatten my goats, put on much weight. I'll put them in the feedlot for 3 months. Then they put on at least almost their maximum weight. I want to slaughter a goat which has over 60 kgs live weight, and the slaughter weight, the carcass might be giving me like 30 kilos, and I'm again going to serve it at my center because I'm going to do one-stop center, but my main aim is doing what they call goat roasting. So basically the cameraman can bring the camera and show these people that this is what they call the sugar graze. So the sugar graze is now in the stage of the milky stage. This is the milky stage. I think you have seen it has turned into yellowish. That means it is ready. So I have decided to chop it, then go and make my silage. So I'm even going to show you how I do silage for sugar graze, and as well you can copy. My reason why I'm doing this, I want you to learn, I want you to understand this, and as well you can do it because it is done by you. So I'm also going to show you the alfalfa I planted this same time. So for it already, I have harvested it. My animals are already doing it, are eating it into a hay form, semi-dried grass. So this is going to be in silos. So we are going to do it in silage. So basically, that is what I wanted. This is the volume. Many of you have been asking me, hamiisi, how do we do the silage? Do we only have to look at the graze? We are going to chop the whole of this into a very small particle material, which we refer to as the silage. So we shall ensile it. After like 2 weeks, we shall start serving it to the animals. Thank you very much. Let me just wish you the best. Bye-bye. I think what I promised you, I've been able to show it to you, because I showed it to you when I was starting it, in the middle of it, doing the irrigation, and this is the cutting it of it today. And then again today, I'm going to be showing you how to chop it into silage, surface silage. Thank you very much. Let me just wish you the best. Bye.